Can Michael Carrick become the first English manager to win the Premier League? I mean, it's crazy that no English manager has won the Premier League. Kenny Dalglish and Alex Ferguson were both Scottish. So this just shows you that everything wrong with English football, like I spoke about in a previous video, or what I'll put in the link below. Um, Michael Carrick doesn't even remind me of an English person, an English manager, and an English player. He's like a Spanish manager. Carrick played like a Spaniard. He played like a not as good version as Busquets. With a bit of Xabi Alonso in him. You mean he was technical? He could keep the ball well, possession-based football. He was his vision was amazing. His passing range was amazing. If he had played as the defensive midfield for England as the six, England would have done well in all these international tournaments because it was very balanced. When he replaced Roy Keane, I would say Manchester United was a much better team to watch because his passing range was insane. He was like a quarterback. Michael Carrick is a guy who has praised PSG, a team that were playing today. He's plays the way they play football, the exciting way they play football. He praises the way they keep possession with Vinitia, Ruiz, and Jean Neves. Three very amazing midfielders. And the way they attack space, the same way Michael Carrick plays football. Man United was playing football last season. Carrick also reminds me of Wenger. His kind of football where it's like short passing combo, link up play. Remember all those insane goals that Grealish scored? Wenger football. Arsenal fans were criticizing Wenger, but the football they were playing was amazing. And they were really overachieving. Wenger is one of the most underrated, disrespected managers of all time. Remember those Grealish's goal against Norwich? Insane. You know, Wilshere's goals against Norwich rather. Um, he also reminds me a bit of like Pep, possession football. You look at the midfielders we're linked to and we've signed, which is possession football. Like Santos, like Tillemans. We want to get Sanderberg. We had rumors we wanted Walton. He likes Mino. So if you see the style of, you can see that one of his inspirations was Pep. That kind of possession-based midfield, a midfield who keeps the ball instead of the chaos that Bruno Fernandes has led us for more than half a decade. And even off the ball, we play a mid 4-4-2 block, which is very compact. Like it's hard to penetrate, and this is why someone like Maguire succeeds. Somebody like Lisandro Martinez succeed because the defense is now compact. So you first have to get through the two um, attackers, then another one, which is so three bases before you enter the goalkeeper, and it's very compact and it's a mid block. Um, and Michael Carrick also understands his players. Dogu is an attacker, not a defender. And that's what Manchester United fans don't understand. Yes, he can play left back and left wing back, he'll do a job. But the way he shoots, those goals he has scored, that's not the way a left back shoots. That's an attacker. Even when he was in Italy, he was cutting in from the right or playing in the left. Understanding that Sesko is better off in the bench as a substitute. Comes in and is a last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an impact player. And he also understands this attack needs freedom. You don't need to tell attackers how to play football. Let them be free. Cunha is Brazilian. Joga bonito. So yes, this is Michael Carrick's tactics, and I think Michael Carrick can be the first English manager, to win the Premier League if he's backed by Manchester United.